Twitch peeps.
Oh, hello. That's off my head.
I didn't give you a heads up there, sorry. Good thing you weren't saying anything weird.
No, I was watching Simon.
No, fair enough.
Shall I move my camera a little bit down? Why am I so big?
You're going to be big until Moose joins, so.
Oh, okay, so leave my camera.
Once he joins, it'll get rid of the Isky, the Kai, and it'll stop blowing your face up. Then we good.
Pack of biscuits did that.
Is that what happened?
Yeah. Oh, man.
Fuck. I gotta switch
Oh,
this shit
we have a moose.
Moose, we're live on Twitch, just so you know. Happy birthday.
Full frontal as he's just sitting.
I sent a message in Discord just in case you didn't get it. Well, he's got clothes on, so that's good.
Oh, there's that sexy face.
Moose, can you hear us?
No, there's no AirPods in those ears.
Moose.
Hello, Moose.
Hello.
Hey.
Where do I need to mute myself?
Zoomer.
Zoom.
Thumb, thumb.
So, Gato, I've got an announcement tomorrow.
Oh, God. Just open your wallet, Bear. Open her up.
Just drop that in and take it out. I'm hoping it's a camera.
Ooh. I
And
could
then I'm
do with a
done.
camera upgrade.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's a camera.
What's going on, Chaotic?
He's hoping it's a camera too.
We all need cameras.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you guys got to be up early for pre-orders, huh? I know you
That's 8
don't.
p.m. That's normal time.
Oh,
That's normal human time.
he said
We're not lazy
7:30
like you.
a.m. alarm for pre-orders.
Oh no, I've got kids, you fool. Ah, Roka.
Hey, thanks for the resub, buddy. What's going on?
Yeah, I've got kids. I'll be up at like 7
What?
unless they're complete demons. I'll be up at 6.
What time do actual pre-orders go live? Isn't it 11
8.
for 11
No.
Eastern a.m.?
Yeah, so it's 8 p.m. 8
Sorry about
a.m.
that.
for us.
Nah, you're good, Moose. So it's what for you, Chocolate?
8 in the morning.
Oh, so is it different for everyone then?
Yeah, I believe so.
Why can't
I think
get
each region has got their own
Huh.
their
okay.
own time.
Gotcha.
BST, not GMT.
11 a.m. Eastern. Okay. Thanks, Rocker. That's what I thought. I'll be refreshing my Amazon links.
I'm going to GameStop tomorrow.
Hey, Ryan
got a new follow.
H93. Thanks for the follow. Glad you found the
What happened
password
Ryan
to your...
27?
Yeah, I was saying glad you found the password to your account. Nice hat. Thank you, sir. I'm wearing an Xbox shirt, too.
Oh, I was just looking at their gear. Ooh, I like that.
I think that was a $5 GameStop shirt.
Yeah,
I'm
who-
not going all access.
Yeah, I'm not.
Me either.
I get 5% back from Amazon. I figure that's $25. And I don't know. And I've got Game Pass
Yeah,
through 2022. So I mean,
Yeah.
it's a great option though, for sure.
I think mine's 2021. So I'm very. Let's find out on my phone. I'm not going to go all access, but I don't know. It could be twisted if my wife looks at me funny.
I was wondering
Oh,
if they're going to
22,
do
yeah.
like any special editions for the PlayStation.
I'm
But have
hoping
they just
so, 'cause I
announced-
don't want a white one.
I don't want a white one
Have-
either.
Have you seen the
gotta
pictures
wait.
of the black one they've got?
Unless I happen to
It-
be in GameStop tomorrow and one of the people that wanted the disc PS4 gets one and gets rid of their digital one, then I'll book it. But
Yeah,
I
right.
really don't want a white PlayStation.
Was the black one just a mock-up chocolate, or is that
Yeah.
actually from Sony?
I don't know. Is it a
They said
mock-up?
that there is a black one in the works, but there's no. As far as everybody I've talked to, including GameStop, they said they've only announced a white one so far.
PS5 Black Edition teased by new controller leak.
Right.
Oh yeah, that looks 1,000 times better if this.
Right. Even any special edition console will look better than that router.
You see if I can bring
Definitely,
that up
yeah.
on chat.
Will look a lot better, won't it? Ooh, yeah.
That looks so much better.
The controller's not the controller though. That's not.
No, it's the controller. It's just black, so it doesn't look as stupid.
Oh wow, that's ridiculous.
We'd like to send you notifications for the latest news and updates. No, thank you.
Suck it.
Yeah, I like that a lot. So
Yeah.
I'm a wait. See, like if they did a Miles one, I could be all about that.
Does anyone know whether that? Because underneath it looks like you've got like a disc to kind of prop it up.
Yeah,
So
that's
go back-
weird because when they have it sideways, they have the stand in a different position. It looks like a completely different stand.
Yeah, I'm wondering whether it clips onto the side and kind of hides, because it doesn't look flush, so I don't think it'll be flush with your desk. So I'm wondering whether that has to be there so it doesn't kind of rattle or move or.
I don't know, but if you stand both these things up, they're some tall boxes. They're not going to fit in some entertainment centers.
Yeah.
Entertainment consoles?
I have to redo my whole setup for this.
Right.
Entertainment centers. That's the word I was looking for. Hey, Moose, thanks for the resub. 13 months. You're on a
Wait,
5-month streak, bro.
I know. I don't know what happened in between there. So I got mad at you guys and took my sub elsewhere.
You've been sub-cheating on us?
I guess so.
But that gold looks so pretty. Gold looks awful, doesn't it?
What, the like $50,000 one?
Yeah, well, no, if you look at, the, by your name, the gold
Oh,
CAG badge.
it just looks orange.
Yeah, it looks like a Mario coin. Ooh, we could do gaming characters
Excuse me?
as sub badges.
You could.
Your
That's
mom could?
Fucking arsehole.
Wow. So much for coming in hot.
Oh, should we do a podcast? I don't even know what I'm going to promote this week.
Good. That's the best ones.
Yeah. And I apologise for the swearing,
Oh, before we go,
but I will do this.
check this news banner or this news thing, Twitch, and let me know if there's actually audio with it this time.
I don't have anything.
Crispin Clan. I would prefer it's clean over clan, but clan audio check. All right, cool. I don't know why it's been messed up. I literally just deleted that and put it back up again, and now it works. So
All right.
that's technology, right? Unplug it, plug it back in. Boom.
Yep. Turn it off and on.
Wham, bam,
Which way
steel
do I
bam.
want to go? Do I want to go this way?
Angle it down another like 3 feet.
3 feet. So you
Yeah,
can
keep
see me with
going.
no trousers on.
Yeah, just
Oh,
keep
no,
going.
And you can't see Yoshi cut his head off.
I'm just trying to be weird. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, you
Right.
are weird.
What's new?
So I'm good to go. I know what intro I need to drop.
God, that light is bright behind me.
Flashbang. What is that? What does that open up to? Your backyard?
Yeah.
Okay. I was
It
curious.
faces west.
Is there a house over there behind you?
Yeah, but I'm on the second floor in the basement. Like, there's a walkout basement, so
Okay.
no shade till it goes down behind the mountains.
I was just curious what they could see if you left all your blinds open.
I don't think it makes it any better, but we can do it. I can try it.
No, I
No, he's meaning
In my
more
brain
at
just-
nighttime.
yeah, you walking around naked and stuff. I'm just wondering if the neighborhood's catching it. That's all.
Oh yeah, if I left the blinds open, definitely.
For sure.
It would be
Okay.
on full display.
Yeah, that's how it is at my house too. So
Yeah.
Jesus.
I was just curious.
Yeah, my dog likes to sit on the deck that's like right next to my bedroom and just basically watch over the neighborhood. So.
Smart moose.
Oh yeah. Can we do something with video games, please?
Yeah, because I
Uh,
need to go sleep.
Oh, chocolate.
sleeps for the
overrated.
week. Also that. All right. So I'll start it, and you can start your shenanigans in 3, 2.
Hang on, wait.
Well, it's already recording, so you just go whenever you want. And,
Okay, right.
We'll call it a day.
3, 2, 1. Remember to cut all this bit out, unlike last week.
No, I thought it was hilarious. I literally left it in on purpose because it was
That was the
great.
best part,
You
for
stumbled
sure.
so hard. It was the fantastic way to start the intro.
Right.
I like how you count yourself down too. That's the best.
Yeah, I'm psyching myself up. Right, here we go. Twitch is the place to be. You can come watch me, Risky, and Moose do a podcast, play some games, do whatever you want. Come join us. Twitch.tv/Cross Atlantic Gaming. Take it away.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 122 of Cross Atlantic Gaming. I'm your host, Risky the Kid, and joining me this week, as always, are my co-hosts, Chocolate Bear
Hello.
and Moose.
Aren't you forgetting the other M's that Chocolate added to my name? Moose.
Moose.
I didn't do that, did I? Did I do Moose?
Check the intro.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm going to cut it up. It's going to sound great.
Yep.
Yeah, another week in podcast history. What's going on? How's your guys' week?
It's a blur.
It's a blur. Good.
I don't know. I don't know what news was last week and what news is this week, so it should be interesting.
It all just kind of blends together. My favorite thing is just you go to YouTube and then you just filter last week, so you know you're not going to get anything that's hopefully that we talked about last week.
Yeah,
if you do
typically
it
what I do is I just go 6 days back on IGN or GameSpot.
see
Go
what
forward
new
from
news
there.
is up.
Yeah, but there's a lot of stuff to sift through there.
I was going to say that the most important thing is, finally, for once, we're doing a podcast and news dropped before the podcast, not the day after.
Right.
I'm
Yeah,
so happy.
Somebody got them or missed the memo to drop it at 7 o'clock Eastern time Monday night.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, cool. I've had a good week too. Thanks for asking.
Did you? No, I was about to ask. Last time we spoke on the interwebs, you had retired from video games. So tell me about that.
No.
You just didn't want to play with me. I can take a hint too.
Nah, I don't. I swear to God, I wasn't just trying to ditch you. No, Moose had asked me to play some games Saturday night,
Saturday, one of them nights. I don't know.
Saturday night, and I was like, nah, I don't play games anymore. I retired. Apparently, is exactly what I said. I was telling Chocolate before you hopped in here. I've just been in some kind of weird funk with gaming, where I've just been playing enough here and there to have something to talk about here. But other than that, I've got like no drive to be gaming right now. I'm going through like stuff with trying to buy and sell a house too. That's just taking forever, and like dealing with stupid mortgage people and lawyers and all that dumb stuff. And everybody's just getting on my nerves there. And then I should want a game, but I don't want to. So I'm in a weird place.
I understand, dude. I get it. I kind of in the same boat, just kind of getting through. Not like suffering through at all.
No, not at all.
Getting through some gaming every week, maybe like an hour or two a day, and that's about it.
Yeah. But yeah. Anyways, another week in gaming. We can talk about what we've been playing now. Chocolate, let's start with you. A little bit of Rogue Company.
Yes,
This game's still good.
This game is still good. It's I haven't played anything new, so yeah, I've been hitting Rogue Company very, very hard.
Are you playing
good.
ranked now, Bear?
No, the rank hasn't dropped yet, unless they've dropped it in the past 2 hours. Yeah, it's not here yet. They dropped a new map, which, if I can't even remember, I think it was Vice. Haven't touched it, haven't seen it. I've just been trying all the characters, trying to play with people to get that squad feel. But
Did you buy the deluxe edition or whatever that had all the characters unlocked?
I was going to, but I didn't. So I've bought the little edition. So I bought that on the Switch because at the time I didn't know where you could get Switch keys from, or keys for the game at all. So
Okay.
Massive tip: if you want to play this game, head over to roguecompany.com, and then somewhere down there's a way of getting a free beta key, which will which will let you either get a PC, Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, code. So don't buy a copy, go get a free one.
After you paid for what, 2?
I pay for one. One.
Okay.
But remember, it's cross save, so it's cross save, cross progression, This ticks all the boxes in terms of how a multi-platform game, multiplayer game should be. So everything
Yeah.
is across the lot. It's brilliant.
Yep. Except for cross buy.
Yeah,
Chocolate,
well,
do you know anything about Doctor Disrespect getting a map made in this game?
I saw something that was a couple of weeks ago, wasn't it?
Right.
That he was meant to be making a map for the
And I
game.
was wondering if that was the new map that just dropped, or
Funny, I don't know. I can. I'll look. I'll have to look more into it. I'll see, but I don't
some
think.
expert.
I didn't say I was an expert. I said I played games.
I played
Big
okay.
difference.
Yeah. But yeah, the game's fun. It's that. It's what Warface should have been in terms of stability. The devs fixing the bugs quick and sharp, and then the way the devs are kind of communicating everything. Like each week they're dropping videos to tell you what's going on. The community manager is doing Twitter videos every day, letting people know
That's
what's
awesome.
happening and why. Yeah, so you can see that they want to push this more, and they want the player base, and high res is behind it as well. So I don't think they're going to kind of just drop a hot steamy one. They're going to push this game, which
Yeah.
is exciting.
And I think you're talking about how ranked isn't out yet. I feel like ranked brings so much to these types of games.
Right.
Yeah,
Like-
so there is talk of the battle pass and ranked. So on that kind of as you're going onto it, it's going to then bring in new kind of costumes, daily challenges or better daily challenges, and then it gives that extra dimension as well as kind of filtering the crop so the crop can play and not murder us peons, which would be nice.
Yeah.
They have dropped custom matches though. I think that dropped last weekend or the weekend just gone. So yeah, they've got custom matches that have just come in. So they're very minute fixes and progressions. And I
There's-
would imagine in a week's or maybe 2 weeks time, you might get ranked.
Yeah, I was gonna say it seems like some small things, but like custom games are huge for a lot of people, or even like
Yeah.
communities in general. Like if you get
Right.
because is it 4v4? I haven't played in so long.
Before.
Yeah, I believe
Yeah.
so.
So yeah, you grab 8 members from your community, and you can set up custom matches. Even if you have like 3v3 stuff like that, just the ability to have custom matches and just play against your friends in lobbies is that's huge for a lot of communities, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think it's a big thing, and they made a massive deal about having custom matches. So, as I said, I can see ranked coming very, very close. I mean, they're tweaking like silly things like, oh God, not shooting down sight when you're just hip firing. So they've gone through all the data and they noticed that controller base players were getting 51% extra kind of hits and kills or better damage from hip firing than keyboard and mouse. So they've tweaked it so
Too
it's
much aim assist.
well, this is what he said. So hopefully there's a better level playing field. And they said obviously they're going to monitor it again. So there seems to be so much groundwork being put into this game that I hope, touch wood, it's going to last.
For a while, yeah.
Well, yeah, until the next new hotness comes in.
The rank stuff, just like I feel like I know people that literally won't touch a multiplayer game until they can play a ranked mode where you can actually see yourself ranking up. Like you have something to be aiming for. Like this weekend, I'm gonna try to get gold 1 or however the ranking system's gonna go. But just having that drive to continue to play is huge for some people.
So they've got like a progression system where you're going up through the levels, and as you're going through the levels, I really like this system they've got. As you're going through, you're progressing up, and I believe that also gives you kind of reputation, which is their in-game currency, not the one you buy, but the free version. So you get to buy either extra characters if you want. You can't buy extra skins at the moment. You can with cash, obviously.
So that's just that's a straight progression though, right? Like you can't go back down. You're just talking about like a battle pass kind of thing.
Well, yeah, battle pass type deal.
I think having the fear of losing a ranked match and watching your rankings go down make games so much more. Like the only game that I ever really invested in with a ranking system like that was probably Rocket League for a while I was playing. And just knowing that like if you lost a match, you're about to go back down into like silver or something like that. It just makes it way more intense. So I think yeah, I think a ranked mode for Rogue Company is gonna definitely bring some people back if they haven't played just for that challenge. But
Yeah.
yeah, game's definitely a lot of fun though.
So, do you guys think that when this game drops, it'll be completely free to play with like, microtransactions and all that stuff?
So they've got the microtransactions in there, so I imagine it is going to go free to play model.
I thought they announced that because I feel like
Oh,
we
okay.
were telling people in Discord like, hey, if you're
Yeah, that's
interested,
right.
you can pay
Yeah.
right now or
Play it on one platform and then wait for it to go free to play. Now
right.
you're refreshing my memory.
Yeah.
I
So
think actually, if you do buy it, it does unlock you on all the platforms because you go into your high res account and then you add your PlayStation um, ID, your Xbox ID, your Switch ID, etc., and then you can set a primary account. And I believe that adds it on. So that's how I got it on the Xbox because I bought it on the Switch, but put my Xbox as the primary console,
huh.
and that's where I got those free keys that I gave away.
Yeah, I know I definitely got a code for Xbox and then you gave me a code for Switch, which I also put in. So now I don't know. I don't know. I guess I'll have to look into that
Yeah.
and see if I wasted a key for no reason because I may not have linked to my accounts or something. But
Yeah,
either way, Rogue Company, yeah,
yeah,
still going strong for some people for sure.
definitely check it out. It's worth it. Free.
Check it out, folks. Moose
Yeah,
diving
buddy.
into some Hades, which finally came to the Switch, and we'll talk
I
about
know.
that in a direct later. But yeah, Hades is out on Switch. How's Hades on Switch?
All I can say is, we're reunited and it feels real good. Because, oh man, this game was made for the Switch.
I remember that was like the first thing that we had said when
Yeah.
we were playing it on PC. Is like, man, I wish I could just play this on Switch because it's a perfect
Yeah.
portable game.
Dude, this is the perfect console and the perfect game for watching football on Sundays. Because you literally have to look up at this TV screen like once every 30 or 45 seconds to watch a play, and then
When
you can go
something
back
happens.
down to, smashing baddies. And
Yeah.
it's tough. It's not easy, that's for sure. I have made it further on the Switch than I did on PC, so that's good.
That's
Um,
what because you had mentioned that you bought it on Switch, but cross save wasn't a thing yet, and I was like, well,
right.
I'm not sure if I'll actually be able to use crossplay because you bought it obviously, so I'd be playing offline on under your name or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
But
I
I
wonder how
also
that
think
works.
that if I started over like this weekend on my Switch, I'd probably get right back to where I was
Yep.
pretty quick because you
Yeah.
gain that knowledge when you're playing the first time around to begin with. So
Exactly. Like, the first runs that I was playing, it was taking me 10 or 15 minutes to get to the first, main boss fight, which is Meg.
right, yeah.
And now, like, I'm at Meg before I know it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's you're obviously it's a roguelike, so you're getting those powers, some of which you're carrying
Right.
over, and it's gonna make like not only are you gaining that, which is abilities and more power in general, but you are also taking knowledge with you as well. So
Right. Yeah,
yeah,
there's tons of currencies that you can take with you back to hell basically.
the like
And you can
lounge
use
bar
them.
area.
Yeah, exactly. You can like use them to spruce up the temple. Certain things give you buffs or chances for items to appear in the different dungeons. Um, they have keys that will unlock, like you have to collect keys, and then after you get a certain amount of keys, you can unlock another weapon type. And then once you beat the bosses, they will give you like a certain type of blood, and you can use those to level up your weapons. So the depth of the game is like super
There's a
deep.
lot there. Yeah,
Yeah. And I'm only to like the second stage. I made it to the second stage boss one time. So, and I can just imagine how much more there is above that. You know what I mean?
ton. Yeah, and this is one of those games where they're just going to continue to add like more
Right.
levels because it's procedurally generated. So having just different levels that you could run into, but then also tacking on like more bosses, maybe new weapons, that kind of thing. There's a lot you can add, I think.
Right.
So
And the cool thing that it does is like once you beat one of the little rooms, a lot of them they'll give you a choice. So you can either go after more health points, or you can go after more currency, or you can
right,
go
yeah,
after So like you can go farming for certain things if you'd like to, because there's one thing right now that I don't know what the currency is, but it's like a purple teardrop,
Okay.
and I need 500 of those to unlock the next
Wow.
tier on this
So
thing.
get
So yeah,
grinding.
it's exactly. So you can specifically farm for certain items if you want. There's a lot of choice involved still with it being procedurally generated, and I don't know, it's a ton of fun, and
Yeah.
it's on sale I think until Tuesday.
For 20 instead of
20 bucks
25.
instead of 25.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Chocolate, since you have access to this now, I'd definitely give it a go. I know you didn't play it the first time around because it was PC only, but this is I think you might like this one. It's pretty fun.
right,
Yeah.
it's made by what is it? The guys that made
Supergiant or
yeah,
is it Supergiant?
Supergiant, I think so.
Sounds right.
But
I
yeah,
literally just watched a trailer.
they
Did
made Bastion. They made
Okay, yeah, yeah.
the one with the basketball game?
right, Pyre.
Is it my games? No, it's not my games. Anyway, yeah, okay. It gives me a strong kind of Dead Cell vibe.
Right, but it's instead of being a 2D platformer, it's not that
Yes, that's top.
isometric view that Rocker loves so much.
Yeah, that's one off the bingo list. Yeah,
Yep.
I'll have a look at it. It's getting that switch out and trying to play. I'm kind of torn at the moment of not playing enough of my Switch.
Haven't been playing it. Yeah.
Yeah, not playing it, but I've also got the dock now here, so I can now play on my on our the monitor we've got the LG, so I can now play my Switch games that's hooked up to that and get the sound.
Oh
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm kind of I'm leveling up, and then I've got my controller in one of these drawers. He says.
Leveling up, is that what you call it?
Yeah, well, I'm all of a sudden becoming a bit technically gifted. I've got a HDMI switcher.
Well,
It's
listen
your
to this
uncle
guy.
from El Gato that keeps shipping you things.
Yeah, well, those lights they'll be there on the 24th of October.
Keep giving him money, and he keeps sending you packages,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, exactly. I said they've got a massive announcement tomorrow. So
Can't wait
Elgato
to see
does?
what you're buying tomorrow, Bear.
yeah, I'm going to see what I'm going to buy. Well, an Xbox and then probably whatever Elgato have got.
Right.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
pre-orders go live for
Yeah.
if you're listening to this in the morning on Tuesday, 11
You don't-
a.m. Eastern for the U.S.
Or 8 a.m. BST.
Bear time, Bear
Bear
Standard time.
Yeah. Pause it. Go on. Pre-order your Xbox and then come back.
Get it? You guys, are you guys decided what you're doing next
Yeah.
generation yet? Yeah. What are we doing?
Well, the news will kind of help explain my situation
Okay.
later, but I'm gonna probably go Xbox because they're available.
Bear, you're not really torn between two consoles. So what are you doing?
Me, I'm going big boy. I'm going to go for the Series X.
Are you doing all access or anything, or just straight up?
Well, I've just checked my Game Pass, so I am up until 2022 as well, and I feel that's fine. I think I can live with myself, because it's just another payment. If you can, it sounds a bit snobberish, but if you can
If you can afford to throw the money down initially, just pay it off
Right.
right off the bat. Why wouldn't you?
get it, yeah, But however, spin side, if you're doing those monthly payments, you're getting. I think it works out. You're getting a year of Game Pass free or Game Pass Ultimate free, and you're paying for the second one. Whereas if you buy the S, I believe you get the 2 years free of Game Pass.
Yeah,
That's how it
the
works.
S is the better deal. But yeah,
Yeah.
you can, and Chaotic in chat just asked if you could stack that on what your current is, and I
Yeah,
believe
so-
you can.
Yeah,
So you
So-
can only stack to 3 years, though, isn't it? The cutoff's
Is it 3 years?
3 years. Yeah, so that's the maximum you can stack up to.
So I looked at the FAQ today on Xbox's site because I was curious because I'm up through like March of 2022, so I'm
Right.
still a ways off for Ultimate, but it sounds like it becomes preloaded on your Xbox, but you choose when to activate it. So they're not going to send you like a code, but you'll just have something inside of your Series X or Series S where you can enable that subscription. So once you run out, essentially, you
Yeah.
can just turn it on. But like you said, Chocolate, if it only goes 3 years, that kind of screws people.
Right.
Like the three of us, honestly, who have it through 2022.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they're making an exception for for the all access, like if that doesn't have an expiration date or something, so you can turn it on like at any point. That makes the
Funny
most
enough,
sense
yeah.
to me, but I'm not sure.
You say an expiration date. I would imagine that feature will only last for so long.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know if you're. I don't know how you should handle it if you have Game Pass stacked out a while.
Yeah.
Right. All I know is if you're not listening live right now in chat and you're listening, the day that the podcast drops and you don't have a strategy in order, you may be missing out. So grab every device that you can, preload all your information, and because, these things could go quickly. I am going to pre-order mine in person. So
okay, I'm going through Amazon just because I get cash back through
See,
them.
I saw a bunch of things from Amazon about the PlayStations that gives me a little bit of reservation.
where it's like these might not show up the
Like,
day they're
yeah,
supposed
you
to.
got yours, but you may not have got yours. So
Yeah,
we'll let you know.
we'll see. I mean, at the end of the day, if it shows up a few days late, a week late,
Right.
I'll deal with it.
We still all have 1Xs, so
But
Right.
yeah, I mean, Ryan's made a point as well. I could trade in my console downstairs, and that is the original plan. However, I'll be taking the kids to school at 8 a.m. So, well,
if you're going to a store, at least in GameStop's case, I called and made sure today I got the download on how everything's going.
okay,
So you do not have to bring your console in to trade it in. Just take your
Right.
money and put it down. $50 is what they're requiring at GameStop. And then you can come in anytime between now and the launch of the console to
And pay
trade
up.
in. Yeah, because
To
they're
trade in,
expecting
sweet.
it to be crazy in there, and they don't want, you to be standing outside of a store just holding a $200 console,
Yeah.
and B, just having to take the time to look through all your crap, make sure it works,
Yeah.
I
So
like the fact you never put C in there of COVID, and they don't want people anywhere near them.
Also that.
yeah, that's an afterthought in America. We're just kind of rocking it. So
Yeah.
wearing
Some
our
of us are
COVID
still
with
hiding
pride.
inside. Hey, everybody.
But yeah,
No, I'll have a mask on. That's required everywhere
Yeah,
here.
right.
yeah.
Try not to touch anything really.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that is the more sensible option. I think I should go trade my console in, but I'm feeling I might pre-order one online and then go out and go to the shop and see
Get
what's
credit
happening.
or
Well, yeah, and then
Then you can always cancel
you
one
can
before it
cancel.
gets there.
Yeah, because they're not
'Cause-
taking the money, are they? I believe.
Not online at
no,
least.
it's $50 down at GameStop.
Yeah, but no, online. I think they're only holding your card payments. I believe you can cancel it there and then.
You should be able to, yeah. I
And
also
then
saw that.
go ahead.
I would say GameStop didn't look like they were gonna have a ton on hand like the
Right.
day of, unless you
Yeah.
pre-order. So
Yep.
if you're expecting to get one the day of release, it seems like a no-brainer to make sure there's going to be something there waiting for you the day of, rather than crossing your fingers and showing up.
Right. And if this is just a heads up, if you're looking for a Switch for Christmas for one of your kids or something, I asked them if I needed to order them or whatever, and he's like, "Nah, just come get one. We got 2 of the ones that you're looking for right now." So
Switches right now?
yeah. So if you're looking for that stuff, I would go out now and start looking for it because they may be in stock now and they will go quickly, say in about 4 or 6 weeks from now.
The saga of the Switch stock
Right.
over the past like 4 months with COVID has been ridiculous.
Yeah. And I'm looking for a specific one too. And he's like, "Yep, I got 2 of them sitting right here."
Sold and sold.
Yeah. So like I said, when in Discord, when somebody said, "Are you going to pre-order the PlayStation?" I was like, if it finds me, it's going to happen, but I'm not going to waste any brain cells or stress on hunting down this console.
Yeah, I was talking a little bit before we went live, and I'm not in love with this launch PS5, just color wise.
Yeah.
And I saw mock-ups or leaks of the black one, and it's so much nicer looking. So I might just wait just because of that, or like if I can get a dope Miles Morales edition,
Yeah, dude.
like if they do a special edition for that. Because I know
Or
you had,
God
didn't you
of
have
War
the
or Horizon.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
dude.
had the Spider-Man PlayStation 5 Pro
That
or
thing
4
is
Pro
sweet.
pre-ordered. And then I showed it to my wife, and she was like, "Nah, brah, we're not having a giant
too
red
much.
console
Yeah,
anywhere."
Fair enough.
So I switched that to an orange and blue PlayStation controller that I like a lot. So
I've seen that one. I like it.
Yeah.
Um,
And that's a good thing also about pre-ordering at GameStop, because if you change your mind in the future, you can shift it over or spend that money towards something else in the store.
right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't even remember what we were talking about before we
We were
just went.
talking about Hades, but pretty much
Hades.
everybody just go get it on your Switch because it's awesome.
Yeah, game's dope. All right, Hades. Hades is awesome. Awesome. Cool. All right, so a game that I dabbled in this weekend was actually Super Mario Sunshine, which that came in the 3D All-Stars pack that got announced last week. So that was Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, and Super Mario Galaxy? Galaxies?
Yeah.
Something like that?
64, Galaxy, and Sunshine. That's right.
Yeah.
Galaxy
So-
2 was not in there, and everybody threw a temper tantrum about it.
Yeah, of course. Everybody's got to complain about something. And you could complain about the $60 price tag, sure, but it is three games. So if you think about them as $20 a piece, that was kind of like math. Okay, that works. And
how do they look?
so I only messed around with Sunshine. I knew they don't. I wouldn't say they look any better than they used to, but
Oh, really?
I don't think that Sunshine particularly looked bad back then.
See, I was thinking like Super Mario Galaxy. That one was what, the Wii?
Wii U, 2007, I believe. It might have been Wii.
So yeah, I thought it was still like polygonal type.
No, the only one that I would say looks bad is Mario 64 from the trailers and whatnot, and, because it seems like it stays pretty close to the original. I don't think they really like up-resed it or did much with it from what I could tell.
Okay.
And
I thought they completely like went in and polished and rounded off all the edges and made them all look kind of like this gen games.
it might be a little shinier. I also think a game from like a Mario game from 2007 probably still holds up decently well, just because of the art style. But Sunshine, since that's what I decided to go with, I had played Mario 64. Like that's the only one out of these three that I actually had because I didn't have a GameCube or a Wii U, or if it was Wii,
Right.
I can't remember at this point. But either way, I didn't own that game. I didn't own Galaxy, so this pack was like perfect for me. And I think that's who this is really gonna be for, is the people that missed those like middle generations between like the NES and nowadays, like all that kind of stuff. So I was like, yeah, this is worth my money. And so far, it kind of, I'm getting like some Odyssey vibes, which I really enjoy because it is a 3D game like Odyssey. And you are trying to collect these star-like things, and there's the same kind of puzzles that you would have played in Odyssey, but the cool, or like the thing in this Mario game is that you have this like water jetpack thing, and which that reminds me of Splatoon, because what's going on is there's this evil paintbrush Mario dude who's just going to islands and pissing everyone off and like painting and like doing graffiti all over, and what you need to do is come through and clean it all up with your water jetpack. So they have a lot of puzzles that have to do with this water jetpack thing. Are you guys familiar with this game?
No, I never played it. I know that there's a cat suit somewhere.
Yeah, I haven't played it. I vaguely seen trailers, but other than that, I'm blind with this. Ooh.
Yeah, pretty much
Talking of
from
which.
64, and then I dabbled in the Wii to like all the games that everybody played, and then Switch. So I missed GameCube, I missed all the handheld games, all that stuff.
Okay.
But this looks good. So this trailer looks really good.
Yeah, so this is the gameplay you're getting if you're not on Twitch. Sorry, but yeah, if you look at this stuff, like it looks like just a decent 3D Mario game.
Yeah.
Everything about it, and like the puzzles are fun. The gameplay's fun. The story's like your typical just oddball plumber saves the world kind of thing. What's weird is that Princess Peach hasn't been kidnapped yet, and I don't know if that's gonna happen. But so far so good. We're just we immediately got jailed. That's what happened. And now our community service essentially is cleaning up the island because they think that we're the ones that painted the whole island, because it's just like this Mario lookalike with a paintbrush, like I said, who's just vandalizing this entire island. So you're going to different like islands and whatnot through portals actually to just clean up the towns. And how you do that and how you have the boss fights is all with that like water jetpack thing. So it has two modes where like if you jump up and then hit the water button, you'll actually like float. But then you can also turn it into more like a fire hose to like attack enemies and have like some type of precision aiming where if you have to scrub a certain part of a wall or something. Yeah, I don't know. It's fun, and I'm not mad that I missed it back then because I think playing it on my Switch is where
Much better.
I needed to be playing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Cool. More
Yeah.
Mario.
Sunshine Sweet, I think because I beat Odyssey, so it's like this is my next Mario thing. I don't because
Where'd Paper Mario go?
I was just
about to say.
I was just about to say as well. I don't know what happened there, but you guys know me. I'm really good at playing games for a
Yep.
few hours and then moving on. So
Well, at least you got 3 of them to not finish in this.
yeah,
for
this is
60
great.
bucks.
And I probably won't touch Mario 64, so really just 2 of them. But yeah, we'll see.
Galaxy's fun. I beat that on the Wii with my wife, I believe.
Did you? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I mean, and Galaxy looks good too from the trailer. Although I will say Sunshine, I think looks fine. Like it's a good looking game. It holds up well, for sure. But I could see how some people would say it's a cash grab because it does kind of just seem like more Nintendo games thrown into a package and here, take it. But for $20 a game,
Well, they're doing the voucher for it as well, aren't they? So you can, if you pick up the Nintendo voucher, it's part of the voucher family game pickup thing.
I didn't even know they were running vouchers again.
Yeah, so I think they stopped it. Was it sometime last year?
Last fall, end of last summer. I
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
But yeah, they're back again, so you can pick up those vouchers again. But you can in the UK.
Well,
So you can pick up 2 Mario games for cheap.
I would say that was
Or
essentially
cheaper.
weren't they buy 2 get 1 free? Pretty much is what the vouchers were
Well, no,
originally.
it
No, there
Didn't
were
it-
2 for 100.
Yeah, that was it. So it's 84
okay.
over in the UK, £84,
Yeah.
and you save yourself whatever it is.
It was 2 tokens for $99 or something like that here.
Okay,
Mm.
so yeah, that $20 savings or so.
Right.
Yeah, it's not bad. But yeah, it's a good little. If you miss those games like I did, just because you didn't have those systems, this is a great way to revisit some of those older games for sure. All right, what else we got? Moose, you beat the Avengers campaign, and Chocolate, you're also playing a little bit of Avengers.
Yes.
Moose, how'd you feel about that campaign? That's something I've beat this year.
Yeah, it was
Surprisingly.
really good. I liked all of it.
Yeah.
The only thing I disliked, and maybe that's just because I haven't played enough with him, was playing with Hulk. Because, I don't know, it just wasn't fun.
See, Hulk's my favourite.
Oddly enough, the 2 people I know whose Hulk is their favorite is Chocolate and Waterloo. So
Okay.
things are starting to make sense over here.
Does that say something about our gaming style?
That's
Yes.
right. You'll when you jump on playing multiplayer, you'll never have to fight over a character.
100% true.
So, yeah, the campaign was great, but I haven't touched the game since I beat the campaign. So, and I still have all the character chain missions. I have a ton of stuff to do, but like you said, I just can't find the motivation to turn it back on.
I mean, and I don't even know if this is an end game at the moment that's worth turning your Xbox back on.
Not
for the
according to Ronan, that's for sure. He's not happy right now.
It just sounds like it's the most grindiest grind
Yeah.
for the sake of grind with
And then it's like, like the tag fighting games when one of your character's health bar is completely depleted. You have to go into your arsenal and pick somebody else that has the same stats.
Yeah.
And if everybody dies, you start over, and it's supposedly like 8 waves of hives, and it sounds like hours worth of work.
That's like the biggest in oh yeah, some terrible stuff. But yeah, the new thing that they just dropped in version 1.3 or whatever it was the like ultimate hive, which is really just
Yeah.
like 8 hives stacked on top of each other and like nothing's different. All it does is guarantees
get-
an
yeah, you
exotic
get
or
one
legendary
life.
or whatever at the end. But yeah, and that was the other thing that Roden was saying is like he's got one character that even qualified for it. So as soon as his Iron Man died, he didn't have any characters that were at the right level to go in. So
The other crappy thing about it is this is supposed to be a multiplayer style game, and this supposed mega hive or whatever this in-game event is single player only. So
Oh God,
I
they
really,
gotta.
really want to like this game because I just came off the campaign and I'm on a high. So I may just leave it there for a while.
I think that's fair. I forgot that I actually did. I played one night of this with Jesse, my buddy Tyler, and Waterloo. So we had 4 of us, and I will say that like playing as different superheroes, going around just smashing stuff and like working together to take down enemies and stuff is a lot of fun. But like you just said, the hardest content in the game, these like mega hives, you can't even do with friends. So it's like, what are we doing here?
Right.
They've got some work to do. I think they know it. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I think the next time that I'm ready to go back in will be when whatever her name is gets dropped into the game. I can't think of her name.
And it just, I don't know, it seems like the leveling up of characters seems so grindy and monotonous and, the same level over and over and over. There's no incentive for me to load it back up.
We did 2 of the daily missions for like you have your like helicarrier. There's a lady who gives you like dailies in a daily mission, and then you also have one at like the Hive, which is Hank Pym's like area. He has the same exact thing where there's a vendor with 8 bounties in a daily, and one of them was Taskmaster, and the other one was Abomination, 2 of the bosses that you see in the game at one point or another. We played Taskmaster, got all the way through it, fought him at the very end of the level. It was cool. It was fun. When we got to him, it was difficult. We had multiple people go down, and it was challenging. And then we went to play Abomination, that mission, right after it. Dude, literally the same exact mission, except for the very end, we fought Abomination instead of Taskmaster. But leading up to that, it was the same world, same enemy, literally the same everything. Horrible. Everybody was just pissed. That wasn't great. And then all of our games froze at the same time. It did like the where it's frozen, and it completely shut down Jesse's Xbox, like overheated it and shut the thing down. And I remember Ronan talking about this like when he first started playing.
Right.
So it's definitely not just his Xbox. It's not a one-off thing. This is if this game is shutting down your system, not great.
So I had, as I was going through one of the levels with Hulk, I went down and Iron Man was next to me, and he didn't pick me up. It was Miss Marvel. Like, she came from God knows right around the corner to come pick me up. There seems to be, Ronan mentioned it in Discord, like loads of bugs.
Yeah.
And it
AI
doesn't seem
teammates that are useless.
Yeah,
Right.
and it doesn't seem as if they've either polished it, bothered, rushed. I don't know what the actual issue is. Well, I know what the issue
a rush
is, but
job for sure.
yeah, and I don't know, because this game could be amazing.
And I think
that's
it
just
I
what we
think
get
it
to look
will
forward
be.
to for games as a service is the first year or
Being
2
brah.
is going to be cool. I played the 15-hour campaign. Now set this aside and
Come back when I get a new piece
Dude, I
of
played Shadow
content.
of Mordor this weekend. 'Cause I
Dude,
couldn't
those
find
are
anything
some
to
good
play.
games though.
I know. And I was looking, I was like, I might as well wipe this off my backlog. I had like 40 hours into it and only 20% of the game complete.
Oh my god.
And then I started playing it and had no idea what I was doing, so I just started a new save. I'm going to go more like
what
direct
happens.
line to the objectives and not just fight everything I see. Maybe that'll get me through the game a little
Yeah.
quicker.
I don't know.
That's a game Ryan's just mentioned.
Give us The Boys, the game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
can you
right.
imagine?
That would be sweet.
As long as it doesn't come out like Avengers has. Just with nothing to do. And
I had fun.
endless grinding.
It's kind of like when I watched Suicide Squad. I fell asleep before the bad parts. So that's still a good movie in my book. I think this is a good game. I'm just going to leave it there for a while.
See, I think the story's really good, and
Yeah.
I love the story. The gameplay's all right, a bit button bashy at times. However, yeah, I enjoy it. The bugs and stuff, and as you said, I think when I get to the end game, I will be like, okay, I'm done. And will I feel like I've got my money's worth? I probably will, because I quite like, Avengers, Marvel, and everything else.
Everything you've played so far. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Disappointed, maybe a little bit, because I wanted more from it, but
disappointed. Yeah, it just sucks because the disappointment comes from just the type of game it is. Like, if this was just billed as a 10-hour campaign, I think people would have been happy. But then you have all this stuff. It's like, yeah, you can continue to play for hundreds of hours, but then that content that you're supposed to be doing for hundreds of hours just turns into this monotonous grind, and you're like, bleh,
Yeah.
Right. Like,
get me
why
out of
would
here.
you?
Right.
It's kind of
So-
like how I feel with Destiny, but that's after like probably 300 or 400 hours of gameplay.
Yeah, like hundreds of hours. And at this point, you're just waiting for the next big thing. And I think that's what this game will kind of turn into eventually. Is
Right.
like, if they do a quarterly expansion or something, it's like, okay, hey, I'll hit some Avengers again.
I just hope it's
check
not
out
like
what's new.
Destiny's where, you know, that you pay $60 and you get a big chunk up front and then they just kind of give you crap for the
Just
rest of the year.
Seasons.
Mm.
I don't know. We'll see. Like we've said 1,000 times, I think this game will be much better a year from now.
Right.
When they've injected something new into it.
And just let me end it to put a positive spin on it. Think
Yeah.
about the money that you spent on the movies of watching the Avengers. So for 10 or 15 hours of entertainment at the movies, you know, that's over $100 easy.
Yeah,
So I think, you know, it's a good movie experience if nothing else.
it is. Yeah, and it leaves it. Obviously, they had to leave it open ended.
Yeah.
And they kind of like tease what happens. Like something gets shot into space to probably go get some other things that are gonna want to kill you later. And I'll leave it at
Oh,
that.
no.
Somebody's always trying to wipe out the human race.
And that's why we need the Avengers. Yeah, I'm just pumped to see what comes next. And I think most people are. Chocolate, finish the game. It's not that long.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I will. I keep getting sidetracked between 3 games, so I'm kind of like doing this endless
happens.
cycle of.
Just set a goal. Say I'm not playing anything else till I finish Avengers, and you'll be done before you know it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds
I'll get on it
rough.
tomorrow. I will stream the Avengers tomorrow on this
Ooh,
channel.
He said it. There you go.
Spoilers.
Spoilers.
That's why I hate watching people play campaigns because it's like I'm gonna see this. So
Yeah, unless you don't plan on playing it yourself,
Right.
then I think it's warranted. But otherwise, it's like, yeah, don't show me this. I don't want to. Show me a
Exactly.
cool build for Endgame or something.
You
Don't
can see how many times I die. Anyway, let's.
take it down to easy.
Yeah.
Anywho, the last thing I wanted to touch on was I'm playing a little bit of Drake Hollow with xCloud, and I just now that it's in everybody's hands as of last week on Tuesday, I think it came out the day of the podcast.
right.
If you guys haven't checked out it's now the Game Pass app.
Right.
So you don't have to deal with the Xbox streaming app anymore. Not that it was really dealing with it. It was fine.
Android users.
Well, yeah, this is for Android. Barry, you can go take a
Wah, wah,
bathroom break
wah.
or something if you
Thank you.
want.
Yeah, I'm gonna go sleep.
We're not gonna need you for a little bit.
Yeah, just having the whole entire Xbox catalog, the Game Pass catalog, at your fingertips all the time has been great. Meg's had a stretch of time off this past week, so I was a decent amount of cloud gaming, and when you're home like on a decent Wi-Fi network, it's pretty much perfect. I would say the experience. There's not, if there is
Right.
input lag, it's very, very minimal. And Drake Hollow just happened to be like,
Multiplayer?
what'd you say?
Did you do any multiplayer?
No, I still haven't messed with multiplayer because
Okay.
it's like at
It was
that
rough
point.
when I tried to play Sea of Thieves that one night.
I also want to say that was so long ago that hopefully
I
at this
know.
point it's a little bit better. But for me, when I'm using xCloud, it's usually when I'm trying to be like discreet over on my end of the couch, like quiet, not yelling into my phone.
Pretending that you're interested in whatever real estate show is on right now.
Yeah, there's lots of those on Netflix, guys. I can really Selling Sunset. It's probably the best show on Netflix right now.
Ooh, what
It's
do
not.
you want right now? What are you trying to get brownie points for?
Just life, I guess.
Good man. You're smart.
Just bank them for later. But yeah, Drake Hollow just seems like the perfect game for xCloud for me right now. I've talked about it in the past. It's kind of like it looks like Fortnite. It plays like you're swinging what looks like a pickaxe around, like Fortnite, and collecting resources and all this, exploring and building up things for these things called drakes. They're these little, if you've seen Harry Potter, the mandrakes, it's pretty much exactly what that is. You'll see some leaves sticking out of the ground, and then you yank it up, and it's a little creature who will help you build your little base area. And you're trying to keep these guys happy. They've got a food meter, they've got a hydration meter, and it's like a fun meter or entertainment. I think that's what it's called. So it's kind of like a weird survival game where you're not looking at your stats to keep them up. You're kind of looking at these drakes. You need to keep them happy, keep them fed and all that stuff. And then you're just going around exploring, building, crafting new things. But it's a good little single player game, but it can be played with up to 4 people, co-op. So, yeah, if it sounds like your kind of thing, it is fun, and it is single player, like I said, so it's perfect for xCloud. Yeah, I don't know.
Another survival game.
Yeah, it feels different though. It's not. When I hear survival, it's still just ingrained in my brain that that's what DayZ is. Like,
Yeah, when you said fun meter, I was just thinking like roller coaster tycoon or something like that. It's like,
no, so it's like you build them like a trampoline, or you build them some little dolls to play with, but then you're also fending off these like big scary demon creatures that are going to try to kill them as well. And so your base, sometimes it'll say you're getting raided, and you have to run back to your base to actually like fight them off to protect your drakes. But I don't know, it's a super unique game. It's a lot of fun, and yeah, I don't know, give it a shot if you like crafting games at all. And the multiplayer stuff I think could be a ton of fun. Having friends there to help build and help protect your little drake friends. They're adorable as well. So there's that. You want to protect them.
Oh, there's one.
Did they finally pop up in the trailer?
Yeah.
a little radish one or something right now.
Dude, that's exactly what they all look like, radishes. Oh yeah, that's another thing. You can put up these little they're like waypoints where if you connect them together, it kind of creates like a telephone line, and then you skate them like in Sunset Overdrive.
Yeah.
They just hop up onto it, and it's a fun game. Give it a shot if you haven't checked it out, because it is in Game Pass, and that's another game that they'll continue to update and add stuff to. So yeah, it's a good one. But yeah. Anyone have anything else?
Nope.
No.
No meat and potatoes. Nothing going on in Warzone. Oh, Chocolate, you don't want to talk about Warzone? Didn't you almost get a win the other day?
No.
Or were you not with Ryan at that point?
I wasn't with Ryan at that point. I think I dived out. So last night we were playing Warzone. Played a couple of games. And that game is far too busy. There is far too much going on. Even forget about the actual game and trying to shoot people and camp and loot and whatever. There's so much shit going on across the screen. It I obviously have to timestamp that word, but yeah, it's just crazy. And then earlier today I played a little bit of Apex, and the screen is so much cleaner. Yeah, Call of Duty. It's
slower. That's all.
It may
Running
be slower.
through mud.
Exactly.
But there is so much going on the screen in COD. If you actually look at your screen in COD, and you may know exactly what's happening, I've got no idea. There's too much. The map, there's far too much going on.
It's breaking his brain.
It does, because I look at it and I'm like, oh my god. And I was the party leader for one of these things, and I was like,
terrible idea.
Yeah, I was like, what do I do? How do I invite people? Make this simple? Why is this flashing over this side? And my squad's there in the middle, and what's all this stuff on the left? Oh yeah, too much.
Sounds like if you played it more than once every 3 months, you might understand it a little easier.
Possibly. I got some kills anyway. That was more important, and they weren't bots.
There you go. Oh, Ryan's actually in chat. He said that second place was in a solo. So solo wins are tough to come by.
How many kills in that second place, Ryan?
Survey says 1.5. Almost killed the guy that killed me.
Over under is 1, and I'm taking the under.
All right, cool. All right, before we get into the news, I do want to touch on Game Pass Roulette, because this is an ongoing saga of awfulness that you people are just trying to kill us with. Our current leader for Demon Tilt, which is the game we're playing this month, is Sir Moxalot, who actually knocked out Ryan, who was in the 300 millions, who had knocked out Dan, who was in the 250 millions or something. And every time one of these score, like Dan posted the score, and I was like, nope, that's it, we're done. And then Ryan was like, watch this. And I was like, okay, no, now we're definitely done. And then Mox, one more. Hold my beer.
No, was it Dan? Then it was Mox's wife beat Dan, and then Ryan.
Something, yeah.
Then
there
Dan
was
dropped the big one.
But yes,
this has been insane. I've uninstalled the game off my Xbox. So.
Not good. We're in trouble, boys.
As long as Dan doesn't win, I think it's a win.
They beat Dan. They're doing it. Good work, community. Ryan, Mox, you guys are great. So the current leader, like I said, is Sir Moxalot with a score of 473,491,216. Just an incredibly high score.
Yeah, I think my top is like 50 million.
Yeah, that sounds correct. It's awful. This game gives me such a headache. I need to just play some like chill, relaxing music and then just turn off all the lightning flashes off the screen. And but if you'd like to get in on the action, we're playing Demon Tilt this month. You have to be playing on the X mode table, and you got to beat that score of 473 million. And then you can send it to us on social media. We're at CAG Podcast on Twitter, Instagram, or if you're in Discord, actually, we have a Game Pass Roulette channel, so you can post it there. That's kind of where it's been going down for the most part. It was a friendly, nice little competition for a while, and then I think the scores just got so out of hand that everyone's like, "What's the point? I can't beat that." Yeah. But hey, you don't know.
Came out pretty much.
Yeah, but we've had 3 pretty diehard people going to town on this.
Yeah. 2 more
Bear,
weeks.
you might have to beat them.
And there's
2
good
more
games
weeks
to play too.
Yeah, I've got 2 weeks. I've got this in the bag. Don't worry, guys. I'm only safe.
I'm worried.
And if not,
these words before.
And if not, I'll pay money. I'll pay the money.
There we go. We're off the hook.
Yeah. Anyways, that's Demon Tilt. It's Game Pass Roulette for the month of September. With that, though, unless you guys have anything else to add, we'll get into some news.
Let's do it.
I'll be back in a sec.
All right. Let's get into some news. All right, Moose, what is going on in the news this week?
Well, there was a ton of stuff between last Monday night and this Monday night, but I'm going to hit the main 4 points, I think, that were on this week, so we're not here for 2 hours. Let's start out with the Nintendo Direct Mini. Did you guys get a chance to check this out at all?
Sure did.
Chocolate, how about you?
Tiny bit. I got bored, so I turned it off.
Attention span of a squirrel. Okay.
Sorry, what was that?
So the first things we saw was a new Monster Hunter game coming to the Switch that looks pretty cool. And then Monster Hunter 2, I believe, is out on Switch right now. So you can go buy that. Then they did some what is it called? The Switch? What is the fitness ring called?
Ring Fit.
There we go.
Ring Fit Adventures.
Yeah, there's a sequel to boxing now, and it looks pretty in depth to where it measures your ducking, your movements, what type of punches you're throwing. Could be a pretty good workout. This is, inching me more near the purchase of this dumb apparatus.
It was really funny because someone had said something about a Ring Fit, and then in Discord there was just like 6 GIFs that all followed. And seeing some people use this thing, the Ring Fit, like ring and then the holster on their leg. It's just some of the most ridiculous looking stuff.
It's all about the thigh strap.
It's so weird.
Yeah, but it's like it looks like a rhythm game with boxing, and you've got to hit punches and ducks.
Yeah, it reminded me of like Guitar Hero boxing.
It looks cool. Maybe I could get my heart rate up.
It's probably a decent workout, to be fair.
Yeah. Oh, when they used to have the Xbox Fitness app, on
Oh
the
yeah.
Xbox. I tried to do Russell Wilson's workout and about threw up about 6 minutes into it. And I was like, not for me.
This is
Yeah, I like
not for
that.
me.
You used to get achievements as well for doing some
Yeah,
of the fitness stuff. Yeah, I remember that.
yeah, it was hard stuff. Russ let Russ cook, I guess. So then there was another Disgaea game, dudes. So
Dude, your
you're into
favorite
that?
game series ever, you mean?
Well, yeah, now I can play it on Game Pass, I think, for free. So Disgaea 5, go back to that.
But yeah, so this was Disguise 6 that got announced though.
Yes, this guy is 6. I don't even know if you still stack on top of each other. I know nothing about this game except for this guy at 5 was not for me.
When they showed the trailer for this and when they did some of the gameplay, the numbers that they were using were just like 999999999 because
Exactly.
it's just like
The
the
numbers
combos
don't
are so
matter.
ridiculously high. Yeah, like
Yeah,
level 9,999,000,000. Like
Yeah.
it's
yeah. If you're into JRPGs, this may be like one of the most in-depth RPGs that I've ever touched.
it's a good like tactical one too because it's like grid based.
Yep.
So it's fun in that way where it's not put 3 people on this side of the screen and 3 people on the other side of the screen and pick your moves or whatever. It's a little more advanced because there is movement, and I like that a lot with these type of games if I'm going to play one of them. So
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with it. I think I put 50 hours into Disgaea 5, but I still had no clue what the hell was going on, so I had to get rid of that game.
dude,
And the music was just like I don't
something.
know, some sort of like K-pop, just lots of, you know, electronica sounds and high-pitched singing, and not for me.
Fair.
Next, this game looked pretty cool, but I think it's a strategy type game, so I won't touch it. Empire of Sin.
Oh yeah, that's like the
It's like
ex
Al
commie.
Capone, Chicago,
Yeah.
mobster, bootlegging. It looks really cool. You're like this girl that runs a club, but she's also like a mob boss, and she's got to like strategize and figure out how to like undercut the mob and take out people, and it looks really cool, but it also looks like a XCOM type gameplay, so
That's 100% what the combat is.
that's
So
that's where I get out
yeah, that sucks. Don't
because
you hate it when you see a good
99%
premise for a
chance of
game
them- yeah, it's not happening.
and then you get
So
the gameplay and you're like, oh, it's one of those.
exactly.
I think it
So
looks good though for if you're
yeah,
into
it
that
looks
type of
awesome.
game for sure.
Oh yeah, this is the only game I actually enjoyed watching.
Out of that whole thing,
Yeah, yeah, I wasn't.
I think you just went into it with a bad attitude, Bear.
I think you could be right, Moose. That is the trouble. I think you could be right.
You got to get that optimism going. Do a couple jumping jacks, get your endorphins going before you watch
woo!
these things. Get you in a good mood.
Dude, I've started exercising more than I should have exercised in the first place. I'll
that
show
a
you
thing?
some pictures.
He's doing
It-
CrossFit. He's
I'm
gonna
doing
have an
CrossFit
injury
now.
next week,
Oh yeah, I
promise.
forgot.
Yeah, yeah.
You're
I'll
a
show you
madman.
my CrossFit face in Discord.
Perfect.
More people hurt themselves in CrossFit than actually do CrossFit. So
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
then Sniper Elite 4 is coming to Switch, so that's a cool game.
That's I think it's a weird one, but the game's old enough at this point that I mean it's not even that old. I don't know. It's just kind of one of those things that makes sense. Like it's something that could easily be ported over. So why not make
Yeah.
yourself some extra money on put your game on the Switch?
I checked it out on Xbox when it was in Game Pass, and it was pretty cool.
Yeah. The Sniper League games are definitely a ton of fun.
Yeah, but
This is
they're
the
also
one-
they're just another strategy game. That's what you know what I mean. It's just a first or third person strategy game as opposed to isometric view.
Yeah, okay. I guess I get that. Like lining up your shots and laying out mines for like traps and stuff. And
Yeah, and if you don't do it in the right sequence, then you get caught and you have to start over.
yeah, or you just have a whole base of people just coming at you, and then you just got to funnel them through a certain hallway and just murder them all as they
Point.
come through.
Yep, headshots.
It's perfect.
That's at least in theory.
Yeah.
So then, Fantastic Land of Wonderworld. This game looked weird. Did you guys look at the trailer for that one at all?
Why does that not even sound familiar?
It's like a JRPG.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
all mush into one, don't they?
It's a weird looking something. with over 80 different costumes for your little guys that run around and do
It's like a
puzzles
3D
and stuff.
platformer of some sort.
Yeah.
But
I'd never even.
yeah,
I don't know if it's the first of its kind. This is like a new IP or what, but it
yep,
looks
I'm lost on that one.
strange.
It looks very Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, that's a good call. I think there was like a tabby cat at one point there
Yeah.
that just gave me some serious vibes.
So yeah,
Balan
that's,
Wonderworld.
that's a thing that's coming. But that's, about all I know about it at this point. It's going to be available in March, though. And then Rune Factory 5. It's harvest crops, protect the town, get married, maybe.
Yeah,
It sounds
buddy.
a lot like Stardew. Yeah, this is a risky game for sure.
This I don't even know. Like, it's the 5th one in the series, and I've obviously never played any of
Yeah.
these. But yeah, when they were like, spend your daily day-to-day fishing and harvesting crops and getting married, I was like, oh, Stardew. But then I'm also like doing some third-person fighting.
Yeah, like action RPG stuff.
Okay, cool.
Get-
I'm not mad. I might have
Yeah.
to check this one out.
Hey, if you do, I will.
I mean, this is true. This is true.
I will not, however.
I believe you.
And then they rounded it out, letting us know that Ori and the Will of the Wisps is also coming to Switch.
Perfect.
Perfect marriage for that one too.
Yep. Because, I mean, you kind of knew it was coming, right? Like,
Right.
eventually,
Yeah.
at least.
It's not going to look as good as it does on the One X, but it'll probably play pretty good, pretty well.
Or the Series X. They were talking about some of the enhancements they're making for
Right.
Will of the Wisps for the Series X, and it's just, how can you make a
Yeah.
pretty game look prettier? They will find a
Background
way.
textures, and rendering, and
Playing it 120 frames per second.
yeah, that's right. No stuttering, because that was the issue I was having on my X playing that game.
Yep.
Was I was having some stuttering. So
Yes, that was right at the beginning, wasn't it? And they had to patch it out.
I would say I think they fixed it eventually, but yeah, at launch it was rough, and that was that last Ori announcement was like available today, so that was cool for.
And I could see that being an issue on the Switch, just from my
For
experience
sure.
with other platforming games like Guacamelee, The Messenger.
When there's too much
know.
going on.
Yeah, then your buttons don't register at exact times, or frame rates drop and you can't see things on the screen.
When you have to be super precise with
Exactly.
your jumps as well. It's just kind of
So, and Ori is definitely one of those super precise, platforming type games. In my opinion.
1,000%.
So, yep, that was the Nintendo Mini. Who knows when we're gonna get another one? I guess they're not gonna ever do another direct. They're just gonna keep trickle feeding
Doing these
stuff,
partner ones.
which-
And I know you kind of glossed over the 2 Monster Hunter games, but the first one, Monster Hunter Rise, just kind of seems like another Monster Hunter game, but there's way more like verticality and traversal of the worlds, which I think is cool. They have these little like bug things that he goes out with where he can like grapple to them, so he can like do like triple jumps and stuff and climb up mountains and whatnot to get different places. But
And you have dogs now too, right? You can get a dog instead of a cat.
yeah, he's I think the dogs are like a mount essentially, so you can
Oh,
ride
okay.
them, and there's no like stamina bar when you're on them, so you can just sprint endlessly. So
Perfect.
it just kind of seems like some good upgrades to the game. And then the second Monster Hunter game is Monster Hunter Stories too. So the first one of those was out on 3DS, and it's more of just a story and less Monster Hunter-y, where you're like hunting
So
the
it's
same
more
monster.
linear, I guess. I
Yeah,
got
more
you.
linear story based. So that's like number 2 in that series. So those games are probably a big deal for some people. I don't think any of us were like huge fans of Monster Hunter.
I thought Monster Hunter Worlds was the first game that I played, and I really enjoyed it for what I did play of it. I think I got to like 60 hours, which is still like noob status.
For some of those
And-
games, yeah.
Yeah, and I finally got to a place where I could not solo these monsters, and that's kind of where I
And you're
ended
like,
it. 'Cause
and I'm done.
I just, I don't like. I've done it a few times, but I don't like. I don't like feeling. I don't like the feeling of putting people out, like having to play a game just to get me through a point, or you know what I mean.
Yeah, and that happens a lot where like if you're not there the initial time when the hype's real, it's like, oh, I'm gonna wait for a sale, and then it's a game where you do need people to play with. It's like everybody's moved on. Sorry, like nobody wants to play Monster Hunter right now.
Right.
So, but yeah, I mean, it was a fine little direct, I guess.
I've been tempted. The Monster Hunter game that came out last year on Switch is like $15 right now, and I've been tempted to pick it up a few times, but I've got Skyrim on my Switch. I've got so many games
Enough
that are
other stuff.
so big. Yeah, exactly. I don't need another 80-hour game to play.
At least, yeah. Nah, I hear that.
So, Chocolate, how about you? You like hunting the monsters?
I couldn't get into it, and I don't think that was my type of game. I'm not. He says I'm not a very big looter shooter. I like the Division, and that's
Mm.
probably about as far as I go
I'd say
with
the
the
Division's
shooting.
one of the better ones because
Yeah, for sure.
it breaks up the levels. Not like Avengers where you're playing the same thing over and over again with a different boss,
Yeah,
but you've got a whole city to go check out. And
yeah. It's So
not
yeah,
a
I've
bad like.
never been. I couldn't get into Destiny too much. I think it was the repetition, bit like I suppose, like as you say about Marvels having that repetition in Destiny One, where it seemed like you were always in the same
Same strikes, same missions.
space.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, I think Destiny's kind of a in or out type thing. You either like it or you don't.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I think a lot of people that go in blind or like without help or like a Sherpa, that game just becomes real tough for some people because of the amount of things there are to do.
Yeah, I played that solo as well, which was the biggest, stupidest idea. Same with Division One. Playing it solo is just wrong. It doesn't, as much as it scales to the one player, it doesn't. It's really hard. You get flanked really easy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome freeze.
Will you timestamp this? Oh, he's back.
Oh,
Will you timestamp it anyways since I made a big deal about it?
well, I suppose you didn't. I did, but yeah.
Moose, could you hear us? And he's gone. Just another one of your typical live podcasts.
Yeah, he's back.
I see him moving. I just don't
Yeah.
hear him talking.
He says.
He
As
says,
he types.
talk, talkity, talk.
I'm going to put the timestamp of when we restarted this. Sorry, folks. In the meantime, just watch me.
Hey there, Moose.
Yep.
I heard you rejoin. Sweet.
What happened?
I don't know. You froze. It looked like you were taking a big sip of something, and then your face froze as you were drinking it. And I
Perfect.
was like, he's gonna drown in whatever beverage that is. But then I realized you were frozen and not just drowning.
Glugging it.
Yeah, sorry about that.
All good, homie.
Not sure what happened. All of a sudden, Chocolate was talking, and then there was nobody there.
And then nobody was talking.
So yeah, are we still recording?
Yeah,
Yep.
we'll just continue where we left off, which was
Cool. Done with the mini direct. On to the price reveal PlayStation.
all right.
Yes. Get
So
it.
you guys watch this? I don't understand these things. They have them again an hour and a half beforehand. Why? Tell me what time I need to start watching this thing. 'Cause I tune in at the time they say, and I've already missed half the stuff.
Oh, is this another pre-show thing?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't see. Again, I watched it late, so I missed the entire whatever happened in the pre-show and only
Yeah,
saw the actual conference.
Yeah, I tried to log into it, and it was halfway through, and I was like, screw it, I'll watch it later. And so I went back and watched everything. I think that's the better way to do it because you get a better resolution. You get,
Yeah.
there's no checkerboarding in the trailers.
Right. If you can get
Just
like a
looks
4K,
better.
the 4K version of it.
Yeah,
And then you
but-
can just fast through the rubbish as well.
Yeah, exactly. What did you call them? The pooper games, Bear?
Yeah, well, normally I call them the shite games.
There you go.
The shite
I
ones.
think that's fair.
So you guys want
Oh. Did we lose him again?
Yep. I'm just gonna let this whole PlayStation conference just run, and we can just watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I can read the. Here it goes.
Oh, that was really loud. Sorry if I just made everyone deaf.
Right. Shall I? Shall I read these out?
What do you want to read out?
I can read out what there was through. I'm not going to go too in depth like Moose does.
Yeah, sure.
So I'm going to say we saw Final Fantasy 16 with a date of TBA. there was Spider-Man Miles Morales, Insomniac Games, and that is due to release. Now, you guys do this silly, right? The 11th of the 12th, 2020. So you're saying that's coming out in November?
Sounds correct. It's
Good.
it's day and day with PlayStation.
Right, okay. We've
All
got
right, I'm back,
Hogwarts
but I think you're gonna have to do the
Legacy.
news because
Harry
who knows how
Potter
long I'm
fans
back
have
for.
just Expelliarmus everywhere. That is coming out 2021. Oh, Moose is back. We've also saw the Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War multiplayer alpha, and then this was just the weekend just gone, wasn't it? So
PlayStation only, right?
Yeah.
yeah, so only on the PlayStation you could have got in, had a try of the alpha. If you did get in, jump in Discord or tweet us. Let us know how you got on with the alpha and what you thought of it. Did you guys fire up your PlayStations?
No,
I did
sir.
not.
Okay, I'll move swiftly on then. We also got Resident Evil Village, which is due to release 2021. Love me some Resident Evil. That's going to be dead scary.
I was
That
like,
game
this,
can
this
just
one
stay
looks.
not out.
This game looks terrifying.
Yes.
Yeah, it did look scary. Deathloop, another one that is coming out Q2 of 2021. There was another Devil May Cry 5 special edition. So all they've done is up-res Devil May Cry 5. I don't see the point, but okay, that's coming out on December the 11th. No, November the 12th, sorry,
I'm
2020.
pretty sure that'll be on Xbox also.
Possibly, but it's already out, Devil May Cry 5.
Well,
isn't
no,
it?
the upgrade
The special
edition.
okay.
Yeah.
We also saw Oddworld, Soulstorm, and that's a TBA title. There was also Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, and that was a TBA. Now, is this? I didn't watch this. Is this
Spooky.
Freddy as in Freddy Krueger?
No, it's this big creepy teddy bear.
The Freddy Teddy.
Okay. Oh, Jesus. Right. Okay. Um, Demon Souls remake is coming out, and that's going to be in November the 12th.
Yep, that's
There
a
was-
launch title.
That's a launch title, and then also there was. I missed this one. So Fortnite Battle Royale. I don't
It's
understand
just the
why.
up-res version. You know, it's gonna be
Okay.
Fortnite. It's gonna look good, basically.
Okay, that's fine. And then they also mentioned about the PlayStation Plus collection. So this is the array of games. We mentioned this last week, didn't we? The array of games from PlayStation 4 being put into the to your PS
No,
Plus.
they had just announced this during the announcement.
Okay, so we must have talked about this in Discord. Apologies as I butcher this.
Yeah, but it's God of War, it's Horizon, it's every
Yeah,
big
so-
hitter from the PS4 is going to be available if you have PlayStation Plus on the PS5.
Yeah. Okay. And then you finally got the release date and prices for the PS5 digital and non-digital versions. And then that's coming out November the 12th. And then also, right at the end, they teased God of War sequel.
Yeah, what's it called? Ragnarok?
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
That's gonna be awesome.
I thought it was a Thor game or something when
It is.
Ragnarok came out.
Well, kind of, if you know.
Yeah.
No spoilers. But yeah, so let's talk about the price and pre-orders. Did anybody get a pre-order? I'm gonna think no because I've heard it was Walmart, but then I heard it was a UK retailer that really kind of screwed everybody over, and then Walmart joined in, and then everybody joined in. So
Well, I think the way it goes
right.
is if one messes up, they're the one that cop the fines, and everyone else can say, well, they've done it, and they don't get in trouble.
I don't have any idea how that works. All I know
Yeah.
is by the time the announcement was over, pre-orders were up and just about sold out. So nobody got any sort of notifications. Everybody got the emails basically after the consoles were gone. It was just not a good look on Sony's part at all. A lot of upset people, and there's probably going to be a lot of PlayStation 5s on the third-party market for quite a bit more because these things went so quickly that they could have been snatched up by bots. So it's not great, but I found out after I tried to pre-order that they're only releasing the white ones, so that kind of helped me make a decision of not to go hunting for one.
Yeah, it's a shame that the pre-orders weren't done to a, I don't know, form an orderly queue. It was kind of that rush job, but I
It
suppose there's,
was a disaster.
yeah, there's rumours I think circulating, isn't there, that potentially there wasn't enough, or it's a ploy because you do have now we just mentioned it earlier, there's a black edition, isn't there?
Well, it's not officially announced, but there's been leaks. So
Yeah.
I would say sometime next spring there'll be a black PlayStation available. And then also another quote unquote conspiracy theory is there's not a ton of the digital only consoles out there. Obviously everybody's going to go out looking for that one. They don't have that available, so you might as well spend the extra $100 and at least get
Yeah.
a console. So I'm, if a discless one falls in my lap and I happen to be at GameStop tomorrow, because I talked to the guy today, and he said that there were quite a few people that had reserved digital onlys that wanted a disc drive. So
Okay.
I could, squeak in that way, but that's all depending on whenever Sony drops these next pre-orders, which they said will be sometime this week, but that's all they're saying.
So it's creating that Nintendo-esque. Oh God, I can't even think.
Scarcity.
Yeah, yeah. So you're
shortage.
shortage. You're also, everyone's talking about it, which you're creating more hype for your next
Right.
console. Which it's not something that I would put past Sony not
Yeah.
to do.
And then the funny part in this whole firestorm, Xbox drops all their pre-purchase info, just saying, "Hey, just so you guys have all the information you need, you can pre-order next week at this day
At
and
this
this day
specific
at this
day.
time."
Yeah.
And just kind
And
of like, it's like
but
when my kids are, one of them's getting in trouble, the other one's like, "Dad, I didn't do that." And it's like,
yeah,
obviously, I know you didn't do that, or I'd be yelling at you for it. But
yeah, it was quite funny because I'm sure they also put rest assured it won't go live early. We have said it is on this date at this time. We will be imposing. I think they said there were fines and they were taking consoles away from if a shop broke the deadline or the curfew.
okay.
So they're
Yeah, I
going
know.
really hard on this.
Right. Yeah, I think that the PS5 is going to be the aftermarket um, toy this year. So this will be the
So,
one that people are spending upwards of $1,000 to get a hold of,
Damn scalpers.
right? But hey, if you're in an opportunity to do it, why not? It's, America.
It's America.
So I know you glanced or talked about Harry Potter. The trailer for that game looks pretty amazing. We're watching some of it right now.
yeah, I couldn't
And
remember what the trailer was like, so that's why I glossed over everything.
so, did J.K. Rowling just like get a pass or what?
No, she's been
I would.
she's been strung up again, hasn't she? She made
Yeah,
another
she doesn't like
outrageous.
trans people, so that's going to be an issue.
Yeah, it's not great.
Yeah,
So I know that WB Games is trying to like disassociate themselves with her as far as they can and say that she's not directly connected to the game and all that stuff. But I wonder how that's going to affect the sales of this game. You know what I mean?
yeah. I don't know. I think some people will play it because they are Harry Potter fans. I think other people will stay away from it because it's from the mind of a
Yeah,
lady they
she tells
particularly
great
don't like.
stories, but then she needs to keep her mouth shut after the stories come out.
I mean, kind of just wheel her out, isn't it? Yep, I made this book. Goodbye.
I
Wheel her
just
back.
take
Exactly.
issue with people
Wave for the people, turn around and walk away.
Yeah.
I take issue with people boycotting the stuff just kind of because, like, yeah, the IP, Harry Potter is hers, but, like, the hundreds of people that are putting their blood, sweat, and
Right.
tears into the actual game that you're going to play, like,
And for the last, 3 or 4 years at least.
yeah, like, you kind of owe it to them not to let J.K. Rowling ruin their hard
Right.
work, I guess.
And every time she pops up in the media, they're like, "Come on, just
Lady, just turn your
stop,
Twitter
please.
off, please, for the
We
love
have
of
a
God."
game and it's good."
Yeah, Ryan in chat said he doesn't think it'll affect it.
Good.
I'm kind of there. with you.
Yeah, I don't think
think
it's
it
going to affect my
should
opinion
or
on the
will.
game. I'm
Yeah.
all for, human rights in general, but this is a video game and it's for our entertainment purposes, and politics should be somewhere else.
Yep.
Yep. Agreed.
All right, Chocolate, am I taking back over?
Yeah, you can do it unless you
Until
freeze,
you
and I
disappear
have to
again.
Yeah. Yeah, just fill in
bumble my
when I
way
quit again.
through another news story.
So, anybody have a 3DS that they still play?
I have one.
Well,
The end.
it's about dead. So they're gonna stop. They confirmed they stopped manufacturing the 3DS. So everything that's out there is out there, and
I
they're
got
not
one.
probably gonna. Yeah, they're not gonna make any more games. I don't believe.
Fire Emblem is still in there for me, so
Yeah,
I'll
they
beat
have
it someday.
thousands of. It says they have the existing library of more than 1,000 Nintendo 3DS games. May are critically acclaimed titles and can provide years of content to explore and enjoy. So it looks like, just they're not going to be creating anything new, but you'll still be able to go back. Obviously these are all cartridge games, right? Now this is cloud based.
Yeah.
I think they had games you could buy directly from the eShop.
Oh, do they?
I think. I
But
think
once
I
you've
bought
got it,
all of mine with cartridges. I've got
okay.
cases for all my games.
But
But
it's not
how?
like where you have to have an online server, kind of like Xbox. in
No,
order
not
to
at
play
all.
any games.
Nope.
So yeah, these games will be around forever,
Yeah, for sure.
but they're just not making any more 3DSs,
I
which,
gotta make sure I grab a charger for mine because I have no idea
right.
where it is. But just in
Is
case
that
those
the
disappear.
one that you buy and it doesn't come with a charger? Because my sister told me about this, that my nephew wanted one of the Nintendo handheld consoles and it did not come with a charger.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can't remember that far back because I definitely bought one at some point. So
Yeah, but that's
Surely it
maybe.
came
ridiculous.
with
You can't even
batteries.
charge it? What?
Well, it comes with batteries.
Yeah, but that'll last 45 minutes.
Yeah. Exactly like the Game Boy.
So, RIP 3DS. You've been a good little console.
Yeah, it's just funny that that was still in production, but Wii and Wii U have been out for so long.
That's
Right.
crazy, isn't it?
So yeah, I think at this point, Nintendo is just manufacturing Switches and nothing else. So
Yeah, why
expect
wouldn't
Switch 2.0 coming up pretty soon here, I bet.
No doubt. Next direct, whenever that might be. So let's get on to the biggest news of today, at least.
For once, we didn't miss a story.
Yeah, right. So Microsoft brought their coin purse with them to the bargaining table, and for the small amount of $7.5 billion, they have purchased Bethesda Softworks, ZeniMax Media, which is basically the parent company for Bethesda, and all of their IPs. So now Bethesda and ZeniMax Media are Microsoft companies.
Just feels like the biggest deal of like all time.
Well,
Yeah.
if you just put it in perspective, I believe Disney bought Star Wars for $4 billion.
No way.
Yeah. So how are they going to make back $7.5 million?
When you got FU money, you don't need to. It's fine.
That's true.
It's dude, I don't know. They pump out some of the most popular games in gaming, like,
No doubt.
and I doubt you see much exclusivity stuff. Just kind of when they took over Mojang and Minecraft.
Yep.
They obviously didn't make anything exclusive there or like take it off other systems because then you're just losing out on money. So when
Yeah.
Fallout 5 get announced, you might get like a timed exclusivity deal for console, maybe something like that. But other than that, like they don't want to take that away from PlayStation. They want all those PlayStation owners to be paying them, and like that's
Well, I
what they're
think-
about to do.
I think also they want to have. It would be strange, wouldn't it, to fire up your PlayStation, play the next rendition of Doom, and have a massive Xbox logo pop up on your PlayStation screen. I think
Right.
there's more. I think there's more to it, kind of dropping that subliminal hits of Xbox. You know, oh look, we've done this. You're looking at all the memes, and everyone's like, oh yeah, you've bought a company that have got broken games.
Just Fallout 76.
But yeah, you know, okay, you can go into the bugs of Fallout 3,
yeah,
4,
true.
but these games are are awesome, aren't they? And I don't know. You're going to see them on xCloud. You're going to see them
Yeah.
everywhere. This
The
is
thought of having like any Bethesda game show up day and date in Game Pass for free, well,
Right.
free in quotes, like that blows my mind. But also Ronan just made a comment in chat that said, I hope Deathloop has Xbox Game Studios pop up when PlayStation players log in, because that's an exclusive PlayStation game that Bethesda is making. So that's kind of funny. I feel like Phil did come out and say that they're
It'll
gonna
still be exclusive to PlayStation for a bit.
yeah.
for at least a while. So
Right.
Well, I believe Deathloop is going on the PC anyway, wasn't it?
yeah.
So
I-
it could potentially be on Game Pass on PC.
Yeah. So I've got a feeling
Oh,
it's going to
weird.
be. Yeah, exactly, and it's just going to break. Well, I'm going to say it's going to break people's minds. I don't think it will break the harder and die-hard PlayStation fans, but for everyone else, it's like, well, how does that? The
And-
game you're talking about of how exclusive it is. Well, we've got it on Game Pass and we paid nothing.
Right. And that's what I like, about Microsoft. And they're not like Sony buys studios to basically lock down IPs.
To lock you out.
And yeah, and Sony's just like, no, we just want to help these, obviously they want to make money, but they want to help these good games, with their giant machine that they have to make them better. And they want to share them with everybody, not just Xbox or just, their ecosystem. They want their money spent on whatever you've got to play it on.
Yeah.
As they say, games are games, aren't they? If you're a gamer,
Right.
you should enjoy all games, and this is proof in the pudding, I guess.
I don't know. Like, I have a confession though. Like, I have a whole PC set up now, and it doesn't feel as good as sitting on the couch playing, comfortable. I guess maybe once I get something other than a metal folding chair, that may change.
I was gonna say when
But-
you do all your gaming at a desk, one like everything I play is just on this one desk regardless.
Right.
So I don't.
Yeah.
And I usually plug in my Xbox controller when I'm playing a PC game anyway, so it all just
Yeah,
kind of
so much easier.
blends together.
Nobody got time to learn keyboard commands.
Ryan though in chat just said we may now get New Vegas too. So
Right.
they
'Cause
obviously
what, Bethesda,
acquired. Yeah,
and then the company
Obsidian.
that made Outer Worlds, right? Them
Yeah.
two working together could
Bethesda and
potentially
Obsidian.
make. Yeah, Obsidian. That's right.
So you could actually see that become a thing. Maybe I don't know if you can get those two studios to work together.
Very nice.
But it feels like, hey, how about you guys do this? You know how
For
successful
another
that game would be.
$7.5
dude?
billion, I think they'll do anything.
That's all. That's it. That's all you gotta do. Easy peasy. Yeah, dude. I don't
Yeah.
know. This is humongous though, and it's not gonna affect any of the PlayStation people or anything like that, which is good.
Right.
So
I think
That's
it's
a
good news
lot
for
of
all
money.
gamers.
Yep.
I'm just excited. It's all gonna be in Game Pass.
Right.
Good lord, that is some games.
So glad I didn't buy Doom.
Doom Eternal. Yep, that'll. Yeah.
Risky about it on PC, but I never downloaded it.
Hey, we both downloaded it and never played it, so might as well play it on my Xbox, huh?
There you go. So, unless you guys had any other glaring stories this week, these were the main totems of the news. So,
The only thing I would add, which is super minor, is that Xbox put out a trailer today for the new share button on the Xbox controller. So they have a dedicated share button now where if you tap it once, it'll screenshot. If you hold it, it'll take a video. And then you can also do all of your sharing from within the phone app as well. Share it to social media, send it to your friends, post it on Xbox, whatever. The trailer is just a quick one showing off the button and how you're going to use it. And it's way easier than double tapping my Xbox button and then hitting X or Y, whatever I need to do. Like having that button's awesome.
Have you seen how streamlined they're doing the phone? Streamline's not the right word. So that's an Android phone, not a iPhone, if you noticed.
Right.
because it wouldn't work if it was an iPhone.
And there we go. And then it pulls in, feeds into their other marketing part of Game Pass xCloud.
Yeah.
Sons of.
But
Anyway.
there was one other tweet that Chocolate put in the news section that I forgot. It says Microsoft is adding dynamic latency input to existing Xbox One controllers next year. It will work when paired to the Series X or Series S console. DLI is designed to keep the controller in sync with the game for analog and digital inputs. So basically, it's going to lower the input even from your original Xbox One controllers.
That's cool.
Yes.
Nice little software update with your peripherals that you already own. Sweet.
So, I think that's about it for the news today, boys.
I think it was.
Good work, everybody.
Here you go, Rocker. Oh, I missed. I hit the ring light.
No.
Chocolate, what's coming out this week?
So this week we have, on the 22nd, we have Tennis World Tour 2, and that's coming out on the Xbox. And looking at it, it seems on the website I was, on the 24th it's coming out for PlayStation. So I don't know why there's a 2-day delay.
2-day exclusivity. Paid
$37.
$37.50 for it.
I don't get it. But potentially there's a 2-day wait, or they're both out on the 22nd. But as we know with these games, I'm always wrong. Moving swiftly on. On the 25th, we've got Mafia Definitive Edition, and that's coming out on the Xbox and the PlayStation.
Actually, looks pretty good.
Yeah, it looks really cool. I want it to come to Game Pass so I don't have to pay for it.
Truth.
Probably will do. There are no other games. There was nothing in Game Pass, so Nintendo dropped some more news.
Yep.
So on the 23rd of September, which is
Wednesday?
the day of... No,
Wednesday.
Tomorrow. You get Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy Kong's Quest. You get Mario Super Picross.
Thank
you.
Gotcha.
And then you get Scat, and then The Peacekeepers, all on your Nintendo Switch Online account.
You could have just said Donkey Kong Country 2. Sold.
Yep.
Also, Rocker brought this up in Discord at some point. He's like, did anyone ever notice that it's not Diddy Kong's Quest? It's Diddy's Kong Quest.
Conquest, yeah.
Conquest. Yeah.
I literally had never looked at it and always called it Diddy Kong's Quest. So
Those
that's
Nintendo
weird.
people are very punny.
Just, yeah, exactly. That's sweet though. We already had Donkey Kong Country, the first one. So now
Yeah,
I got
that was...
the second
Was
one.
that a month or so ago? Maybe
think so.
6 weeks?
It feels like it was relatively new. It was
Yeah.
new enough that I went into my online thing over the weekend, and it was one of the, hey, we've added new games.
Right.
So
The news flyers.
yeah. So that's that. Cool. All right. Well, hey, I guess we're done. We can plug this thing up.
Sweet.
We did it. Good work, everybody. Streamerlinks.com/CAG podcast. If you go there, you'll find links to all of the things I'm about to talk about. Discord's where we all hang out. We got our Game Pass stuff going on. The mailbag episode, which is actually next week.
Yeah.
Yes. If you guys have questions for that, hit us up in Discord or on Twitter. On Twitter and Instagram, we're at CAG Podcast. So a couple different ways to get your questions in for that. If you're on Apple Podcasts, make sure to review us. Give us the sweet 5-star rating. Leave a review, all that good stuff. Our VIP episode, which is still a little bit of ways away. 2 ways to get into that. Patreon.com/CAG podcast, which we actually have a new patron that I think it was last week, and I totally missed it at the beginning of the show, and then I missed it again at the beginning of this show.
Yep.
So if we put it in the show notes for a 3rd week in a row, just in case he didn't make it all the way to the end of the show, Tony is our newest patron. So shout out to Tony
buddy.
for the support. And like I said, next week, Bear, I don't care if you see it. Don't ping me in Discord. You just interrupt me right in the middle of the intro and be like, "Hey, don't forget our man Tony."
No, I remembered it as you were going through Game Pass Roulette, and I was like,
we missed something. So yeah, shout out to you, Tony, but then also shout out to Chaotic, our top tier contributor through Patreon. Like I said, though, our VIP episode, a couple ways to get in. Patreon.com/CAG podcast if you are a patron there, and also twitch.tv/Cross Atlantic Gaming. If you're a supporter in both of those areas, you do get 1 drawing free. It's the buy 2 get 1. Fantastic deal, if I do say so myself. I may be a little biased though. Yeah, and if you're not on Twitch, if you're not over at Twitch watching us live, you're missing out on some sweet trailers. You get to see Chocolate's little beard patch which he has the camera on the right
Son
side of his
of-
Coming back.
face.
Look at the patch. I see it.
Everybody look at it.
So I shaved last week, and
And it was
yeah,
gone.
it was got. The trouble is, you could see the stubble, like just this clean patch. So yeah,
I'm just gonna have to start spray painting your face right there. I think.
Get it tattoos. That's totally
There
a
you
thing.
go.
you two.
yeah.
No, you two could stop bullying me. That would be a challenge.
Never ever gonna happen.
Sons of a. Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. If you want to become a VIP, a couple of different ways to do it. So do that. Like I said earlier, on socials, Twitter and Instagram, we're at CAG Podcast. And lastly, if you need to reach out via email for anything random, business inquiries, all that fun stuff, cagpodcast@gmail.com. If you want to get a hold of me, I am at Risky the Kid everywhere. Chocolate
I am Chocolate Bear 80 everywhere.
and Moose.
Moosenstein 8314 all places.
Alrighty. Thank you, everyone, for tuning into this week's episode of Cross Atlantic Gaming. We'll catch you guys next week for an all-new episode. Goodbye.
See ya.
Peace out.
Where do the football players dance?
Where?
Where?
The football.
Jesus.
A ball like a dance, guys? Get it?
Yeah, we get it.
That was
Did you hear
terrible.
about the Packer fan that died at a pie eating contest?
Nope.
Yeah, the cow kicked him in the head.
What?
He's eating cow pies.
Yeah.
Got it.
You got that.
Funnier
Okay.
when you explain it, though.
Yep. Always.
So I'm going with a different theme. What's a ghost's favorite dessert?
What?
Spooky pie.
No, ice cream.
Oh,
Ice
yeah.
cream. No.
Why can't you play football in the jungle?
Because all the vines.
Too many cheetahs.
Ah,
Cheetahs don't even live in the jungle. What a stupid joke.
What kind of tea do football players drink?
What?
Penalty.
oh, that's dreadful. What's a vampire's favorite fruit?
What?
A nectarine.
Oh, here's a good one. Where do you go in Chicago in case of a tornado?
Oh, Jesus. No, go on.
Soldier Field because they'll never touch down.
Go Bears.
Oh,
All right, I stopped the
God.
recording.
Yeah, well, wasn't our best show, but what are you gonna do?
Hey, it's only one way up from here. That's not true.
That's
No
what
lie.
Nick says, right?
We have to say thank you for the follow from, what's that?
It was
Polar
Polar
Nights?
Nights. Polar Nights, Bear.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I am going to do something a little bit different.
Uh-oh.
We are going to raid a fellow podcaster. So here we go. Here it comes. 3, 2, 1. Let's raid these fellows.
Okay.
I don't want to rape anyone.
I'm joining the raid. I don't even know what that means, Bear.
We're just jumping into their channel. Let's go.
Who is it?
It is our friends.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I am on the wrong part of the thing though.
So can no one
Oh.
see my video anymore? Am I gone?
Yeah, I
guess
think
you
you're
can.
gone.
Yeah, shut it off. Shut it off.
F my L. See you later, friends, I guess.
Thank you.
I typed in their chat. That's all I gotta
Yeah.
do, right?
Yeah. No
Follow.
worries. Right. Cut it off. Right. I'm jumping out.